Hey everybody, so in this video, like I always do on a Monday, I'm just going to kind of recap the newsletter from last week. And the idea is just to dig a bit deeper, share some more thoughts, because often once I write the newsletter and I send it out, it kind of sits here for a while. So it just kind of builds and there's more thoughts and things like that. So in last week's newsletter, the first thing we spoke about here was, is your mental health sliding again? Now, it's something which I think more and more people are getting aware of, and that they're understanding that it's something to be aware of. It's funny with things like physical injuries or the way our body feels. We're sometimes very, very aware of it. Ooh, my knee hurts. I get up, my back hurts. But there's so many things which, and whether it's a stigma that we've been taught we shouldn't be paying attention to that, or it's something that you're shy about or embarrassed about. But being aware of how you feel, being aware of your mental state is not something that should be an option anymore. It's something that we should be paying attention to. And in the newsletter here, there's a couple of signs that you might be tripping up a little bit or sliding again. You don't feel like yourself anymore. You're more irritable or moody than usual. You're finding it more difficult to pay attention or concentrate. Your view of yourself and the world feels negative and cynical. Self-talk is huge. You often feel exhausted or have low energy. You're starting to withdraw from friends and family. It could even be online. You've noticed a drop in your overall functioning. You're engaging more in self-sabotaging behaviors. You have noticed a change in your appetite and or sleep. Now, I've covered a lot of these things over the last few months worth of newsletters, but it is worth just looking at it for yourself. Because here's the thing, as a life and performance coach, I believe 1,000,000% that we can all be better. Work-wise, physical-wise, mental-wise, relationship-wise, personally, fun-wise, everything. We can be better. And a lot of people might be struggling with mental health issues or challenges or anxiety or depression or whatever it is, all of those things together. And the main reason why we don't pay attention to it is, and this is real, some of us don't believe that we deserve better. Some of us don't believe that you deserve to be happy. We find reasons, we find obstacles to make the situations we're in okay in our own minds, but it's not okay. There are ways to deal with it. There's ways to move over, through, or around it. There always is. There always is. There's an interesting analogy on a coaching package I'm busy putting together, for which I'm going to be putting online in the next few months, where it's the sailboat metaphor, where you're the captain of a sailing boat, right? And the sailing boat, there's various domains to it. There's different pieces. There's the water in which you sail. There's your steering wheel. There's your compass. There is the weather. There's potential leaks. And the biggest thing, and look more on that in detail, I'm not going to go too down that rabbit hole, but is you as the captain of your boat. You get the analogy. You are not the water. You are not the steering wheel. You are not the weather. You interact with those things. Now, the steering wheel obviously is your values. It's which direction should I be going. The weather could be things that happen to you. You aren't the weather. You have to interact with it. The water you sail on, that's what your life consists of, your life domains. You are not the water. You interact with it. You make decisions based on it. I think once you can start doing that, once you can start, disconnecting yourself from the things in your life and stop thinking that this is who I am. No. These are the things you are dealing with. These are the things you are interacting or engaging with. Minds change big time. So on the signs here that you're sliding, talk to someone, get in touch, talk to me, talk to anybody, talk to a friend, a loved one, whatever the case is. Bottling things up don't work. It makes it worse because then overthinking kicks in. And that's not great. And that brings me to the second article I wrote in this newsletter, Occham's razor. Now, Occam's razor, at its base level, it's a philosophical principle of the simplest explanation is normally the correct one. Overthinking does not work like that, right? We try and go deeper and deeper and deeper. It doesn't work. So I said here as well is, how cool would it be if we could apply Occam's razor to our daily life? Imagine if you could just go out with the mindset that the simplest explanation in any situation is the correct one. Imagine if the person who didn't reply to your message immediately did not like you, they were just busy. Imagine if two people speaking at the office and then one looks over at you and they carry on. Maybe they're not speaking about you. Maybe they're just talking about work. Yeah? Maybe if you've prepared for something, maybe you'll actually do okay. Our minds hooks onto the negative and it runs away. Overthinking is not great. Imagine if we could apply Occam's razor, that the simplest explanation is the correct one, what that would do for your mindset and headspace. I've been trying that and it really works. It does. It really, really does. Then the last one, and all of these you can find on my website as well. I put these in my journal, is, let me cut this down. Get off your fucking phone. People are losing themselves in their phone and are not living life's moments. They're not even recognizing life's moments. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. There is so much moments in life that you can appreciate, be grateful for, but not if you're sitting on your phone all the time. It's not going to happen. I think pulling this together, the simplest explanation and sliding mental health and moments, if you actually start living in those little moments, just gratitude for the small things. Like I started the newsletter off by posting a picture. I went for coffee one morning and it's at one of my petrol stations. My garage is local and the coffee shop's inside. And I came there and the sunrise was spectacular. I took a picture. I didn't do anything with it. It was for me. The moment of me just taking a picture with my phone was me stopping to appreciate the moment. I stood there for a few moments. It was great. I went on. Do that again and again and again. You'll be surprised what happens. Anyway, that's just a few more thoughts on the newsletter from last week. It was number 41. It's called Moments, Sliding Mental Health, and Occam's Razor. You can find links to it on my website. But yeah, talk to someone. Trust me, it works. Anyway, I'm going to get going, and I'll chat to you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye for now.